Sup, my name is Reed for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council. Welcome to Coffee Time, your Monday discussion video released on a Wednesday. Let's take a sip for the coffee. Reason why it's being released on a Wednesday is because I am delayed on stuff, which we'll address real quick for like 30 seconds. So if you don't want to hear that, you can skip ahead. But today's topic is the ARG Banlist versus the TCG Konami Banlist. I'm running out of oxygen in my lungs. So, I am putting a computer together that is custom built, but I have help from Greg the Mermel, my brother from another mother. Thank you, son. It sounds so wrong. I don't say it that way. I don't know why it came out that way. Anyway, let me get back on track. What's happening is we're building a custom computer to put out better videos for you guys, better free entertainment, because I want you guys to enjoy the videos more. Obviously, there's been a decline in the way videos have been because I am really on a computer, and I will take a picture of it from Mikey. Thank you, Mikey, so we can actually keep the channel going, that has really low computer specs. And that's part of the reason why I'm not able to get videos out that I want to get out. I'm not able to put up to snuff what I really want to put. And I feel it's holding back the council. There's only so much you can do without limitation holding you back. It's just a thing. So I took time off, went to my actual other jobs, did a little more extra work, put extra money aside, and that's what's paying for it. Guys, I don't buy boxes. And there's a reason I don't buy boxes. It's not because I don't want the cards or play new decks. Obviously, I do buy stuff time to time. But a majority of it is because I'm putting my heart and soul and finance into this channel. Obviously, you guys are starting to see that. Hopefully. But that's irrelevant. What is what's to come. It's going to be amazing, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. I'm so excited because it's like we've gone through the storm of shit, and now we are going to the sunny side. Praise that sun, and we're going to have some fun. It's going to be amazing. I have a lot planned. Now, let's talk about the ARG banlist versus the Konami banlist. For those of you who stayed for the update, thank you. For those who didn't, it's cool. No problem. I understand. You want the topic. I understand. Trust me. What I like you guys real quick, and I know I'm getting off topic again. We're not going to the topic. In the comment section, be very, very vocal. I know you guys don't have a lot of time in your day. I don't either, and that's why I don't always answer, and I'm sorry. I like to answer to you guys. I like to be, a little community inside of a community, because it doesn't feel that way with the Yu-Gi-Oh community. It just feels like everyone says, fuck you, and done. I like it when it's a little more friendly, and we can talk about things that matter to us, Yu-Gi-Oh wise. ARG banlists, we all reacted in a way, and I will retract some statements I made about their list. And I'm being very, very honest about that. I will retract it, happily retract it. What I originally have stated, and why I waited last week to do this video, is that the list was formulated for two decks to succeed. Because that's what it seemed, which was Cleaforts and Satellar Knights. Because, honestly, I looked at it from a business aspect that's what they want to sell in store. I apologize, and I retract that statement because that was something just off the gun, seeing for the first time. I was shooting because I that's what I figured. What actually is from the tournament, the ARG tournament, I'm going to try to pull it up on my computer right now. My computer's a slow piece of shit, so hopefully it'll pull up for me. Anyway, the ARG tournament, what happened was there was more diversity than there has been in Yu-Gi-Oh! In a while. And now, some of you will say, I prefer the Konami list because I hate ARG. That's fine. It's absolutely fine. Absolutely. I didn't really care for the ARG ban list because I felt there was a lot of things that didn't get hit that deserved to get hit in their format. Again, I'll take it back because I was wrong. I'm not going to sit here and be one of those guys and just says, yeah, I said that about them. I don't care. It was just a moment of thing. No, I will come out here and say I was wrong. The ARG ban list proved one thing. You can hit meta decks, still have them viable, and have other decks actually playable without causing, the game state to change. Now, we have two ban lists to play with, guys. I know some of you will go, but ARG is not big enough, and I don't care about ARG. But, alright. I know there's a lot of you on the channel, and I don't always address you guys, and I know sometimes you guys just get lost in the shuffle, because I like to play a little more casual right now than I like to play meta. I understand meta, I do play it time to time, I'm just not huge on it. But, for the meta players, don't you want a better format than what you've had time to time? Don't you want something greater than what it's been? You know what I mean? Don't you want Konami to actually listen to all sides of the fence, where you guys have what you want, in your ban list. We have what we want in our ban list. We want certain things hit because we just want to go to locals, have a little more fun. That's what it's about at the end of the day. It's not about killing each other or fucking ban lists. That's not that way. Because I see it all the time. People just take it too far, honestly. But the ARG circuit proved one thing. No matter how much you don't really like ARG in general, their ban list was shaped for the players by the players, and that I'll give them credit on. The Konami list was something that was slapped together in 5 minutes, and there's been a huge giant debate on, the factor of worlds. I'm going to address that. There's only one viable thing, and I'm going to be advocating for it. There's only one viable thing why they didn't hit the meta decks in a way like ARG did. And that's because of the Megatins at around September. That's fair enough. Because we'll get a ban list a month later that will probably do the hits. That's fair enough. I'll give you that one. I will admit to that. You're right on that. From a business aspect, they don't want to hit the decks just yet to do that. They bring back Trishulia because it spices up the game. But I'll say it again. There was more that could have been done without hitting the meta to change the game state to make it more fun for the players in general. For 90%, not just the one. Now, some of you will care to disagree with my viewpoints. That's perfectly fine. Just hypothetically, if they were to bring something like Heavy Storm or something crazy back, just to shake the game up. Because right now it's kind of stale. It's been that way for a while. If they were to shake the game up, more interest would come. Konami forgets at times that they have competition, where ARG, I know some of you don't want to agree with this, ARG is a store. So all they have to do is do good business, number one. They have to sell products, and with their little ban list thing going on, they could just put out a ban list, keep the players happy, win-win. Konami's got it tougher. They've got to compete with Vanguard, Pokemon, Magic the Gathering. The big four, all in a nutshell. Yu-Gi-Oh's included in that four. The big four card games. Now, Hearthstone is something else that is a thing, but that's virtual, so we're just going to leave it away for right now. Until Hearthstone comes out with a physical game, we're just going to leave it to the side. So, Konami has to go against these three other, card games. Why put out a ban list when your players are telling you this game fucking sucks? Now, you have free fucking public opinion within the YouTube community to go and see what people are saying. You can have someone take 5 minutes, go to Asianized videos, see what they're saying. If it's all trolls, okay, go to the next big guy. See what they're putting out. See what they're saying. Get a public opinion. It's like having a survey for fucking free. But Konami doesn't take use of that. ARG did. They went to their players. They said, what do you want to see? Everyone on Facebook, including myself, have said, this list is ass. But how many of us have retracted said statement, seeing the tour? I have. Excuse me, my stomach's killing me right now. I have retracted that statement only because I have to be fair. I'm a little more in the public than everyone else on Facebook. They could say what they want. It's not going to affect them. For me, people will come to my video and be like, you were wrong. You were stupid. No, I jumped the gun. I looked at it from what you could look at it as. I didn't play it. Because we don't have it on Dev Pro. As where the Konami list, I can play it. I understand it more. So, I'll retract that statement. Gladly retract it. Their top 16 was a lot better than anything Konami's going to have. And many of you, I see it in the comments. I'm not blind. Sometimes I am, just a little bit. In all seriousness, I see in the comments where everyone says this game needs a shake-up. This game is getting stale. This game is getting boring. Fuck this, I'm quitting. It used to be a thing with the ban list that people would just get pissed and say the 5 stages of denial for the Konami list. This list is fake. This list only affects OCG. Fuck this game, I'm quitting. They'll address the next list, and then just acceptance. That was the 5 big things that happened with the ban list. Right now, I think people are just starting to wake up a little bit more, smelling that coffee, and just be like, you know what? I'm playing it because I have friends who play it, or I invested money into this, or I enjoy the meta. How many of you can really say you enjoy the meta when it's the same thing over and over again? Me, personally, I don't want to play the same thing over and over again. Now, I know I've said this many of times before. It's kind of that Call of Duty factor, where the player base said they want to change, they go and change the game, then the player base is not happy. As where something else, where a game changes, the player base isn't happy that the game changed, and if they left it alone, the player base still wouldn't be happy. I feel this is the same kind of situation, and we're kind of in that paradox where you could see it from the other spectrum. Even though it's a card-based game, it's still a game at its core, and we still have the same problems. Regardless, there's always going to be an issue. Is it fair to say the ARG Banlist is better than Konami's? In my eyes, it is. That's my opinion. I want to hear your opinion. I want to know why, though. ARG is basically making the next booster set legal for the next tournament. The ones that get released on sneak peek, everything will be legal from that, meaning that they could probably sell it for higher. But I'm not going to just make that judgment call right now. I just wait and see kind of thing with this. ARG did design their list better because they asked the players. On paper, it didn't look so good. It looked like poop. I'm just calling it what it is. But in retrospect, it's a lot better, and I do have to give credit where credit's due. In all honesty, in my opinion, ARG had the better list because they listened to the players. They hit problems. Yes, there were one or two things that supposedly needed a hit. But to be fair here, for those who are advocating that Cleforts in their format or Satellar Knights needed hits, they are not defining the top 16. Necrots is still the best deck. Proving yet again, Necrots are going to be around for a while, and they have what I like to call the Infernity factor. No matter how hard you hit them, until you take out the core, heart, and soul of the deck, it will keep topping. It will keep finding a way to come back into the game. You guys, like Konami, you guys have made such a great ritual deck. No one can take that away, that statement away. No one can deny that. But the problem is, it hurts the game when it's the best deck too long. Right now, April, May, June, July, that's 4 months. That's okay. Anything past 8, that's pushing it. And it needs to be knocked the fuck out. Just knock the hell out of the game. I will be fair in saying that Konami was limited, justifying the fact of the Megatins being a factor in the whole ban list. I will give you guys that. But I will also point out that Konami said they wanted to change the list more often, that they could have just changed it to sell stuff as they've done before. Sixth Sense is a big prime example of that. If you guys don't believe me, go back and see that for yourself. If there's anything else you guys want me to talk about, please be vocal in the comments. I like reading your comments because it makes my day go by just a little bit quicker, which gets me to that computer just a little bit faster, which means I can entertain you guys that much better. A hell of a lot better. So thank you guys for taking time out of your day, having coffee with me. I'm going to go finish mine, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. I'm Ryu for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council, and if you did, make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later as always. Peace.